Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our new lesson. This is Mahmoud Hussain, Senior Lecturer, Department of Accounting, English Medium Morning Shift, Rajaguttura Model College, Dhaka. This lecture is applicable for class 11 and 12 business studies students. Today's our lecture is for the chapter of 10. That is the name of single entry system from the book of accounting first paper. That is accounting learning workbook level 1. Dear students, I have already completed the 3 lecture for this chapter and 2 creative questions already solved in previous lessons. I would like to invite for the new lesson, for the new creative question for this chapter. At first you have to take your accounting learning workbook level 1 and also take your accounting practice copy or solving copy. Dear students, you are watching a new creative questions, that is the stems for the chapter of single entry system. You can write it in your copy, accounting practice copy, for solving this creative question. From this question you have to record 3 requirements, A, B and C. This is the question. Mr. Hick is a businessman. He maintains his books under single entry system, that is, he does not maintain his books under double entry system. The following balances are available in his business. Particulars: on 1st January 2019, 31st December 2019. On 4th January, cash in hand taka 52,000 and 31st December cash in hand taka 70,000. Furniture, the opening amount is taka 15,000 and the closing amount is taka 25,000. Creditors for the opening amount taka 10,000 and creditors for the closing amount taka 5,000. 10% investment for the opening amount taka 20,000. The closing amount is taka 30,000. Bank balance for opening amount, that is 5,000 for credit, that is bank overdraft for the opening amount. You have to know, I repeat again, when bank balance credit, then it is equivalent to bank overdraft, that is current liability for the opening amount for bank balance. But on 31st December there is closing amount of 10,000 in debit, that is the bank balance of bank deposit or cash at bank, that is indicated as current assets for the closing amount. 20% loan for the opening amount 5,000 and closing amount 15,000. Mr. Hick withdrew cash taka 24,000 and goods taka 1,000 from the business. On 1/7/19, that is on 1st July 2019, he purchased a motor car with taka 30,000 and the necessary amount supplied by his selling delivery van. New assets purchased on 36/19, that is 30 June 2019. Other information: number 1, stationery due taka 1200, unused stationery taka 900. Number 3, interest on drawing charge at the rate of 10%. And number 4, depreciation on furniture at the rate of 10%. Accrued commission taka 500 for this year. From this system, you have to complete the 3 requirements. Requirement A, determine the amount of opening and closing capital. Requirement B, prepare a statement of profit or loss for the year ended 31st December 2019. Requirement C, prepare a statement of financial affairs as at the date. Dear learners, dear students, dear boys and girls, I think you have completed the writings of this new creative question for the chapter of single entity system. Now we can go for solving this question. At first, requirement A. Dear students, you are watching the new slide for the solution of requirement A. Statement showing the calculation of opening and closing capital. You know, from the first lecture of creative questions, in left side, 3 columns for available liabilities: opening amount taka, closing amount taka. In right side, assets and opening amount taka, closing amount taka. Okay, from the above information, that is from the stem, we can take the available amount for opening and closing assets and liabilities. That is the amount of cash 52,000, opening amount and closing 70,000, furniture opening 15,000, closing 25,000, investment 20,000, closing 30,000. Bank balance and debit balance for closing, that is 10,000 only. It's shown in closing taka. Motor car, the new asset purchased in the middle of the year, that is the amount only to be shown in closing amount, that is taka 30,000. And left side, that is liability creditors taka 10,000 for opening and closing 5,000. Bank overdraft, that is bank balance credit for the opening amount 5,000, but none of the amount for closing. Bank overdraft 20% loan, that is opening amount taka 5,000 and closing amount taka 15,000. Now opening total assets is taka 87,000 and opening total liabilities, that is the amount 20,000. So you know, opening capital is equal to opening assets minus opening liability. At this moment, opening capital of taka 67,000 for this system, and closing capital to be required. Then closing total assets is taka 1,65,000 and closing liabilities taka 20,000. So at this moment, the missing amount of 1,45,000 is to be treated as closing capital. Dear students, I think you have written in your accounting practice copy. Now we can go for solving the requirement B. Okay, now you have to go for solving the requirement B, that is statement of profit and loss for the year ended 31st December 2019. From the rules and regulations of this system, at first in left side, first amount to be written as opening capital and first amount to be written in right side, that is the amount of closing capital. So from requirement A, you can get it opening amount capital is taka 67,000 and closing amount taka 1,45,000. And left side, second amount to be written for additional capital. In the middle of the year, he purchased a delivery van for necessary amounts supplied by his personal fund. This personal fund is equivalent to capital, so additional capital is taka 30,000. And right side, drawings amount to be written. Drawings in this map, two types of drawings: cash drawings taka 24,000 and goods drawings taka 1,000. Total amount of drawings taka 25,000. Now other information to be taken: stationery due is taka 1,200. Any expenses when due then to be shown in statement of profit and loss account in left side. And depreciation on furniture at the rate of 10%, but other information to be taken, that is the amount of furniture opening amount 15,000, closing amount 25,000. Another information is given: new asset purchase on 30 June 2019, so 25,000, that is the amount 15,000 from beginning of the year and remaining 10,000 and in the middle of the year. So we can get for calculation that 15,000 into 10% plus 10,000 into 10% into 6 by 12, that is total amount of depreciation is taka 2,000. Another expense is in left side to be written, that is interest on loan. Total loan 15,000 at the end of the year, but opening loan 5,000, that is opening to end, that is 1 year interest rate 5,000 into 20% plus excess 10,000, that is 10,000 into 20% into 6 by 12. Total amount of interest, that is the amount of taka 20,000 is written in left side. Now we can go to right side, that is the amount of interest on drawings. Interest on drawings at the rate of 10%. Okay, interest on drawings 24,000 into 10% into 6 by 12. In all time when cash drawings is available, then interest on drawings to be charged for 6 months. That's why 24,000 into 10% into 6 by 12, that is the amount of 1,200. And then unused stationery, from the rules and regulations of this system, unused stationery, if other information is available, then you can take it at first in statement of profit and loss account in right side. Unused stationery taka 800. Another information is given: accrued commission. Accrued commission in other information, then you can take it statement of profit and loss in right side at first. Interest in investment to be charged on total amount of investment. Total amount of investment 30,000, but opening amount 20,000. Another information given: new asset purchased in the middle of the year. So first 20,000 into 10% plus 10,000 into 10% into 6 by 12. That is the amount of taka 2,500. I repeat again: when any asset opening and closing is separated, then and from other information to be taken for clue. That's why an asset change, and then you have to calculate the interest, like as investment, as loan. Opening amount all is to be charged for the whole year, and excess amount, well, the additional amount to be charged on according to date. That's why interest on investment, total interest taka 2,500. At this moment in right side, total amount of statement of profit and loss account 1,75,000. But in debit side, The missing amount of taka 72,800. You know, if left side is the missing amount is to be indicated as net profit. So in this business, net profit is the amount of taka 72,800. 72,800. Now we can go for solving requirement C. Dear students, I think you have written in your accounting practice copy for your future preservation. Okay, now we can go the next requirement, statement of affairs as at 31st December 2019. Before starting, I would like to say, for helping the posting of statement of affairs, all items, in right side you have to write the all assets. But which assets? Totally two assets are available, opening assets and closing assets. It must be written in right side of the statement of affairs, closing asset in all time. I repeat again, closing assets to be shown in right side of the statement of affairs and the 31st December. So it is starting from the closing amount. Cash in hand taka 70,000, bank balance debit, that is closing amount 10,000. Unused stationery from other information we can take it taka 800. Accrued commission taka 500. 10% investment taka 30,000 from information. Interest and investment, this is amount is to be written our own adjustment, total taka 2,500. At first this is the amount of income, and then you can go for current assets. So interest and investment is to be written here. Another one, furniture 25,000 total, but it will be deducted the accumulated depreciation from the asset, total asset, that is the amount of taka 2,000. So net amount of furniture for closing taka 23,000. Motor car is the new amount or new asset for this business. Motor car taka 30,000. In statement of affairs, total of assets is taka 1,66,800. Now we can go on the left side of statement of affairs. At first you have to start the opening amount of capital. On the opening capital is to be written in statement of affairs as of 31st December, and all items to be written for closing except capital, that is the amount of opening capital to be written from requirement A 67,000. Add additional capital from the other information we can get it taka 30,000. Add net profit taka 72,800 from requirement B. At this moment total of capital taka 1,69,800. Less drawings, the total amount drawings, cash and goods, total amount of drawings, from the information taka 25,000, it will be deducted from the total capital, and also be deducted the interest on drawings from the amount. So 1,69,800 minus 25,000 minus 1,200, that is the amount of taka net capital is to be shown in outer column, 1,43,600. 10% loan, closing amount 15,000. Interest on loan, we have already charged it, the amount of 2,000 already shown in statement of profit and loss. Creditors to be taken from the closing amount taka 5,000. Another item is stationery due taka 1,200 from other information. Any expense in due then is to be written in statement of profit and loss, and also to be written in statement of affairs in liability side. Dear learners, I think you are writing your accounting copy for more practicing in future time and for covering your repeated syllabus. I think you have understood the math of single entry system. Today I have completed the lecture number 4 for this chapter. I will give another lecture for this chapter in next time. Thanks for being today. Allah Hafiz.